Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. Today you need some space to move in, some light to medium dumbbells, sturdy athletic shoes, maybe some water for hydration, and your energy. We are going to work on strength and mobility. Mobility is a form of flexibility where your body is in motion. So we'll be doing some dynamic stretching. Let's get warmed up. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders with your toes pointing straight ahead. Soften your knees and lengthen out through your waistline. Pull your chest open, shoulders down and back. Both hands reach up. Inhale. Exhale, pull down with your right elbow, reach up left. Inhale, reach up. Pull down with the left elbow, reach up right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open through the front of your body, opening the chest, roll your shoulders back 2 times. Now hinge at the hips. Hinge, lift, reach the right hand up, circle back. Hinge at the hips. Lift up, take the left hand, reach up and circle back. Let's repeat that. Hinge at the hips. Lift up, circle back. Hinge. Lift up and circle back. Hands on the thighs, squat down and up. Starting with a set of squats to warm up the legs. Bend the knees, sit back through your hips. Keep all 10 toes facing forward and sit back. 2 more. Now squat down, stay down, reach across to the left. Squat. Now reach to the right. Swivel the left foot. So release the right heel so your hip and knee can move with your arm. Body moving as an integrated whole. 1 more each side. Now reach across side to side, reach. Release the heel on each rotation. Reach all the way across, level with your shoulder, thumb up. Pull back through your opposite elbow. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, hold here. Both hands reach up. Take your wrist, pull up and over, stretch the side of the body. Other side, stretch the side of the body. Come up to the center, pull your elbows back, bring your hands down. Step your feet wider apart. Toes point straight ahead. Shift across to the right, sitting back, feeling a stretch in your left inner thigh. Come up, press your hips forward and open through the front of your hips. Shift across to the left, sitting back, opening the right inner thigh. Lift up. Now open your toes, turn your heels in, squat down, and press your knees back. Shift a little bit side to side like a sumo wrestler. Press the knees back and sit a little deeper. Now drop your right shoulder down, press your right knee back, look over your left shoulder. Other side, press the knee back, look over the shoulder. Come to the center, press down, toes forward, lift up, roll your shoulders back. Take both hands, reach up. Pull down on the right, lift up left. Inhale, reach up. Pull down on the left, reach up right. Inhale up. Bring both hands, press them down. Roll your shoulders. Okay, shake out the legs. We are warmed up and ready to go. It's a circuit today, so we'll do 9 exercises and then repeat those same 9 exercises for 2 sets. Pick up your dumbbells and let's get ready to start. We'll do each move for about 45 seconds. Step your feet hip distance apart. Hold your dumbbells by your sides and now pull your shoulders back, so pulling your shoulder blades in and down. Keep your chin level and chest open. Start by lunging your left leg back, big step back onto the ball of your foot. And again, same side. Sink down and come up. stepping onto the ball of your foot, lifting up tall. Keep your feet hip distance apart as you step back. So step straight back from a hip distance stance. Step onto the ball of your foot, keeping your heel lifted. Shoulders are down and back. Your chest is lifted. One more time. Put one dumbbell down off to the side. Hold the other dumbbell in your right hand. Step your right leg back and your left leg forward. Lift your chest and then hinge forward at the hips. Left hand on the thigh for support. Right hand straight down from the shoulder. Row up. Drive your elbow up past your ribs. Elbow drives up, shoulder down. Your core is lightly braced. What do I mean by that? When you brace your core, you take a tightness on your abdominal muscles. It's like you're trying to narrow your waistline. Your muscles are squeezing, and that gives your back some support as you bend forward. You've also got support from the hand on the thigh. 4 more, 3, last one. Put that dumbbell down, mobility. Now, have your feet hip distance apart and step your right leg all the way back. Lift your chest up. You're on the ball of your foot, so you feel a little stretch underneath your toes. Have all 10 toes facing forward. Now dip down. You'll feel a stretch initiate in the front of your hip. Keep your feet hip distance apart to balance. Take your right hand, reach up, bring the left hand up, straighten the knees. Bend the knees, straighten the legs, bend the knees, and straighten the legs. Bend, pull down and straighten. 2 more. Dynamic flexibility for the hip flexors. Now both hands down, press the heel to the floor and roll through your ankle, pressing the heel down. Press that heel down, keep all 10 toes facing forward. 1 more. Good. Pick up your dumbbells. Bend your knees, hinge at the hips, and pick them up. Bring your dumbbells up onto your shoulders, elbows forward. Have your feet close together. Sumo squat, step your left leg out, squat down, and step in. Let's take that a little bit faster. Out and in. Sitting back. Strong brace on your core muscles. The right leg is the working leg. You're sitting back. You keep your chest forward. There's a little hinge at the hips. Draw yourself forward from your right leg rather than pushing from the left. Keep your knees open. Press them back. 1 more. Bring your hands down. Now we're going to work the arms, your biceps, the front of your arms, and your triceps, the back of the arms, the upper arms. Have your feet comfortably apart, about hip distance, so a narrow stance. Keep the palms of your hand facing in. Curl your hands to your shoulders, hinge forward, elbows high, press back 2 times, working the triceps, then lift up in one piece and bring the hands down for the biceps. Bicep curl, front of the arm, hinge, back of the arm presses back, lift up and come down. Bicep curl, hinge, press back 2 times, lift and come down. Bicep curl, hinge at the hips, elbows high, press back. This is the last one. Lift up and come down. Now put your dumbbells down off to the side. This is a very, very, very dynamic stretch for the hips. We'll do it on one side of the body And then when we do it on the second set, we'll do the other side of the body, in case you were wondering. All right, now have your weight on your left leg. Lift your chest, circle the hip. Circle, step, sweep. Again, circle the legs, step, and sweep. Circle, step, sweep. Swivel the left foot, release the heel, sweep. Make it a really dynamic sweep. Circle, step, and sweep. So there's balance, coordination, and mobility here. Really loosening the hip. It's actually the left hip that gets most of the attention here, but you're developing mobility in your right hip. One more time. Pick up your dumbbells, bend your knees, and hinge at the hips. Okay, back to legs. Feet hip distance, dumbbells by your sides. Pull your shoulder blades down and back. Cross your left leg. Right leg's the working leg. Cross your left leg back. Cross back and come up. Keep your hips square to the front. Start small, and as you start to feel more confident in the movement, go a little deeper. Let the body hinge forward just a little. Your left knee comes back behind your right calf. Sneak a peek, have a look. Make sure it's not a very big crossover. It's just a little crossover. This works the side of the hip. One more. Cross and come up. Okay, now bring the dumbbells up to your shoulders. We're going to work the shoulders. Separate your feet, shoulder distance or a little wider. Wriggle your fingers for a moment. Close your hands. Now, dip and press. Alternating push press. You're using the legs to assist the arms, sitting back slightly. This one works the upper body, the shoulders specifically, a little bit in the arms. Pressing up. Keep the palms of your hands facing inwards. So avoid rotating your hands at the top of the movement. Your thumb points back at the top of the movement. One more each side. Good, dumbbells down. Here's our last mobility drill before we go and do everything on the other side for a second set. Have your feet a little wider than your shoulders, toes point straight ahead. Bring the right arm up. You'll recognize this from the warm-up. Circle back. Hinge at the hips. Knees are soft. Lift up, left hand up. Circle right back. Hinge at the hips. Right hand up. Circle all the way back. Hinge at the hips. Left hand thumb leads the way. Back. Hinge at the hips. Right hand. Reach right back. Feel that stretch in the chest. Hinge. Up. Here's the last one. Back. And hinge. Okay, roll your shoulders back. That was our first set. You're halfway through class. We'll do everything on the other side that we did on one side of the body. Pick up your dumbbells. Bend your knees. We started with a rear lunge, so that's what we'll do. For the left leg, so that means your right leg steps back. Feet hip distance or a little wider. Dumbbells by your side. Lunge your right leg back and step forward. This makes the left leg the working leg. Bend both knees. So as you step back, you bend your right knee. You're stepping back onto the ball of your foot. dig your left heel into the floor to draw you forward. Shoulders head down and back. Almost there. Sink down and come up. Good. Put one dumbbell down. Hold the other dumbbell in your left hand. Step your right leg forward and your left leg back. And then lift your chest, hinge forward at the hips. Bring your right hand onto the thigh for support. Hand comes down from the shoulder, row up. Drive your elbow up, past the side of your ribs, so that your elbow finishes higher than the back of your rib cage. So you're really pulling all the way back. Your wrist finishes beside the side of the rib cage. Drive the elbow up. 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbell goes down. Mobility for the hip and calf. Again, step your feet hip distance apart. This time, step your left leg back onto the ball of your foot. Reach the left hand up, reaching up, and then dip down and pull down with the right elbow. Lift and pull. Lift and pull down. Bend both knees. Feel that stretch in the front of the hip as you come down. One more. Pull. Now press your heel to the floor, stretching the calf. Lift up and roll through your foot, pressing the heel all the way to the floor. Press it down. Keep all 10 toes facing forward. 2 more. Good. Step in. Pick up your dumbbells. Bend your knees, hinge at the hips. Pick them up. Okay. Dumbbells. Come up to your shoulders, elbows forward. Left leg's the working leg, so the right leg steps out. Here we go. Sumo squat. So you face the front diagonal of the room. Your left leg stays where it is at 12 o'clock. If you were standing on a clock, you step back to about 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, depending on your flexibility, but definitely not to 6 o'clock. Open the knees, press them back. Keep your chest up and hinge forward just a little from the hips. Open the knees. One more. Bring your hands down. Have your feet in a narrower stance, about hip distance. Lift your chest up, keeping the palms facing in. Bring your hands up to your shoulders. Hinge at the hips, elbows high. Press back 2 times. Bring your hands to your shoulders, lift up and lower the hands. Let's do that again. Hands to shoulders. Hinge, elbows high. Press back 2 times. Lift up, hands come down. Press back 2 times. Lift up and come down. Hands come up. Hinge at the hips. Press back. Lift up and come down. Put your dumbbells down. Place them off to the side. Step a little bit to the right side of your space. We're going to do that hip mobilizer. Going to mobilize the hips. So stand with your weight on your right leg. Get the left leg ready to do a circle. Let's begin. Circle, step, swivel the right foot, circle, step, circle, step. Take a big step out to the side. Do a huge circle with your left leg and sweep the arms really energetically. Sweep. Release your right heel. Circle, step, sweep. Swivel the foot. Circle, step, sweep. One more. Circle, step, and sweep. Pick up your dumbbells. We're almost there. Crossover lunge. Step your feet reasonably narrow. You're going to step your right leg back and across. Here we go. Cross and come up. Keep your dumbbells by your side. Hinge forward just a little from the hip. When you come up, fully extend your hip. Come up tall. Check your alignment. Hips stay square to the front. Don't let your right hip rotate back. Keep your hips square by making it a very small crossover. Little crossover and come up. Shoulders. Separate your feet. Shoulder distance or wider. Dumbbells come up to your shoulders. Elbows forward. Here we go. Alternating push press. Dip down, press right. Now press left. Good. Dip, press. So it's just a little dip, quarter squat. Use your legs to assist your shoulders. Keep the palms of your hands facing in. Elbows are in front of the body. When you come up, keep your hips under your shoulders. Try not to bow the hips forward. One more each side. Good. Dumbbells go down. We are done with our dumbbells. Done with strength. One more mobility drill, and then we just stretch for the rest of the class. So lots of mobility. Separate your feet comfortably apart, a little wider than your shoulders. Soften your knees. Hands on the thighs. Hinge at the hips. Lift up. Take your right thumb, lead back. Circle the arm. Hinge. Left arm reaches up and back. Hinge. Lift. Right arm circles back. Hinge. Lift. Thumb up, circle right back, opening through your chest as you do that. Opening the back of the hips. Lift. Circle. This is the last one. Up. Lead. The thumb leads the way. Back. And roll both shoulders back. Okay, now step your feet about hip distance apart. Bring your, let me see, well, let's do the right side first. So step your right leg back first. Keep your feet hip distance so you don't feel like you're having to fight for your balance, but all 10 toes face forward. Just place your hands wherever that's comfortable and bend and straighten the knees. So you'll feel, as you bend, a nice stretch in the Achilles, the back of your ankle, and into your calf. 4, 3, keep the heel down, and hold here. Hinge at the hips, flex the left foot, sit back. Now scoop your hands and lift. Scoop and lift. Scoop down and lift up. Open the chest. 2 more. Stretching the back of your thigh, the hamstring and the calf. Come up. Inhale, reach both hands up. Exhale, release the hands. Step your feet hip distance or a little wider, and then bring your left leg back. Just a small step back. All 10 toes face forward. Start with the calf. Bend and straighten. Keep your left heel on the floor. That's really important, because otherwise you won't get the calf stretch that we're going after. So press the heel down. 2 more. Hold there. Shift back onto your left leg. Flex the front foot. Hinge at the hips. Now scoop down and lift. Scoop and lift. And lift. Flex your right ankle. Pull the toes right up towards the shin. Scoop and lift. Open your chest. 2 more. 1 more. Scoop and lift. Separate your feet a little wider. So you're kind of a medium stance. Circle your hips around and shift. Around and shift. Again, dynamic flexibility. Mobility is important because it's flexibility in motion. Circle and shift. Circle and shift. And come up. Take your hand up. Hold your right wrist. Pull up and over. Lift up. Open your chest. Other side. Pull up and over. And lift up. Open your chest. Let's repeat that. Take your wrist. Pull up and over. And lift up. Pull back. Other side. Come on. Pull back. Hands come down. Roll your shoulders. Now open your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Separate your feet about shoulder distance. Bring your hands forward. Thumbs up, palms face in. Now pull back on the right. Pull back on the right. Swivel the left foot. Now pull back on the left. Swivel the right foot. Pull back. Really open your chest. Keep your right arm forward. Left arm forward. You pull back with the right. Aim the hand right to me as you swivel and rotate back. Right back. 1 more. Bring your hands down. Roll your shoulders back. Now, let's do some neck mobility. Tilt your right ear over to your right shoulder and lift up. Left ear, left shoulder. Keeping both shoulders down. Go to the right and lift up. Go to the left and lift up. Now turn your head to the right as far as you can go. Look forward. Turn your head all the way to the left and look forward. Neck mobility is actually really important because it helps you with things like driving. Turn the head all the way around. Even though you may have a backup camera in your car, you still should be able to turn your head all the way to one side and then all the way to the other side. Roll both shoulders back. Take a big deep breath in, reach up. Pull down on the right, reach up left. Inhale up, pull down on the left, reach up right. Inhale up, exhale down. That was it. We are done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel really refreshed and invigorated, because this type of mobility training always refreshes my body, and I hope it's the same for you. Bye for now.